Well, hello there. Welcome back to another episode of Minecraft Exodia episode 22. How you guys are doing today? I know it has been 3 months since I last came back to Exodia, and given that 3 months of Exodia, I have been doing a little bit of in-between works in this world of ours. If we came down here through the industrial district right over here, I have been working one of the most annoying thing in the world, and that is the bamboo farm right over here. Now, if you guys have seen in the last episode, the bamboo farm does not look like this, but now it has structures over here, and including some redstone over here, down here. So I have made some changes in the bamboo farm. If you guys didn't know that in 1.20 and in the future, the bamboo farm has become quite a useful thing that to have as a resources, not only as fuel but also as blocks, and we can craft it with chairs and many other stuff as well. So yeah, it's gonna be very useful if we can gather a whole bunch of bamboo. As I must say, this build over here took me 3 to 4 hours trying to figure out the redstone mostly, and trying to make sure that it can automatically harvest every day in Minecraft days. And so far, it is working flawlessly. And not only that, we are harvesting about 7 to 8 stacks of bamboo per day. Minecraft day. Every time when we sleep through the night, the sun will trigger, hence the daylight sensor will trigger the comparator, which will trigger the observer over here. Then it will send the slime signals and harvest all of the bamboo over here. And once we go back and forth, the minecart down here will collect all of the bamboo and then throw it into a dumpster over here that separates from Minecraft and bamboo. All of the bamboo over here, we bring it all the way up and go down into the river, into a funnel over here that go down into the huge smelting system. And because I have been AFKing here for the past few hours, it has been accumulating a lot of bamboo as fuel. And once we AFK here long enough, by the way, this is a really big furnace array, so it's gonna take a while before it actually fills up all the way to the max over here, this last one. I might thinking that it's gonna take about 20 hours of AFK so that we can fill this whole thing, but yeah, once we did, then we can have the overflow of bamboo that goes all the way down to this tunnel over here that will flow all the way back, and then this funnel is gonna go through the storage system right over here. And as you can see, the first 5 chests over here is gonna sort out as bamboo. And then the rest of the chests over here is gonna sort out some other stuff that we have farmed in the industrial farm. But just to let you guys know that I have been building this since the last episode, with aka 3 months ago. So yeah, and not only that, I'm not sure if you guys might have noticed anything different about me, but if you guys can't, well, that's fine, because I'm about to show you something that happened 3 months ago when I tried to build the storage system right over here, aka a huge incident in the deepest, darkest spot. Here you go. Yeah. So, I was building the storage room, and a creeper landed down on the hopper and exploded right next to me. Well, see guys, I haven't set my spawn, and this is the spawn place, but thankfully I built this thing over here so that we can go back there as soon as possible. I wasn't expecting for us to die in this episode. Creeper of Odin just landed on my head and I just died. I am so sad. My death streak is now over. And just so that to let you guys know, Time since the last death a moment ago, and number of deaths it has now become 3 instead of 2. Well, that's it. That's the game over. I am no longer playing that lone death streak again. Whatever death coming to us from now on is just gonna be a comical death. So, right, yeah. Hopefully I can get my stuff back in time. That's right, everybody. A creeper exploded me on the side of the chest when I tried to build out the storage system without the cruelty, I must say, and I've now lost the count of my death streak. So now from now on, as I mentioned before, I am no longer gonna care about my death count. I'm just gonna willing, freely fly around, not even care in the whole world, trying to just kill myself. And just to prove you guys how dedicated to death I am just gonna jump down to my death like a psychopath. After jumping down to our death so foolishly, we need to move on to our episode today. Now, as I mentioned in the announcement, which whether you guys have watched it or not, that I don't need to care about. I don't want to do buildings and farming in this general episode, at least for the time being, because I want to do some entertainment, at least for the most part in EXODIA. And to do that, we're gonna need to invent something, and that is we're gonna need to create a gaming district. Yes, you're looking at my big head right now. Now you might be asking, why, where are you going to build a minigame district? Well, if we take a look at the world seed map right over here, we got our world spawn point right over here. This is going to be the savannah biome over here, and then this is where our base is. And if we look down here, we got a village over here. This is the alchemist village, and then this is going to be the librarian village. And then over here, all this savannah biome over here is gonna have all of the kingdom with different stations. So if we take a look down here, this is where our general spot, our mega base is gonna be. Now, where exactly are we going to build our minigame district, you may ask? Well, if you filter out this by doing highlight biomes, and then if we search for plains, you can see there are some spots over here that is rather, some of them are big, some of them are small. And if we go all the way down here, in this spot over here, you can see there are rather big plains right over here, and I think we can use this spot over here for our minigame district, and it's somewhere around 3000 and Z2000 coordinate. So it's not relatively far, and it's pretty much out of range of everything else, so it's pretty safe to build a lot of minigame over here. So why don't we go over there right now? Alas, why don't we make things easier by going into the nether so that we will cut our trip shorter. I have already written down the coordinate down over here, so it's gonna be 392 and 263. So if we just fly over here, just a few blocks with using a few little rockets, we should be able to reach our destination relatively quickly. It is somewhere right around here. There you go, building a portal right now. Lit up, head in, and we will see if we land in the plains biome. And voila, take a look at this. We have arrived in the plains biome, and take a look at this. This place is relatively flat. I know there are some hills here and there, but we can definitely make use of it. But if we just fly around, we can see there are relatively flat area we can definitely make use of and create some minigames. We even have some village over here. Who knows? Maybe we can turn this whole village into a minigame town. Ooh. Now that sounds really nice, isn't it? One may ask that what kind of minigames that are you exactly making? Well, right in front of me is 3 target blocks, or at least this is going to be a placeholder, and in front of my hand there is a snowball. The game we're going to play revolves in a quick reaction time. So basically there's going to be a minute or two where it starts, and then the piston will push us up in one of the 3 target blocks. Your goal is you need to shoot your snowball at the target blocks. You only have few seconds to shoot the target blocks before the piston closes the target blocks. Then you won't be able to target the blocks here anymore, hence you need to go to the other two target blocks. And it cycles through every single time for about a minute or two, and the goal of this is you need to get as much point as possible. How do we do that in Redstone? Well, I am not that good at redstone myself, but I'm just gonna try my best to work around on this redstone over here. And as you can see, I have boxes over here in hoping for me to achieve whatever I need to create over here. So why don't we do it in the form of timelapse over here? Now, I do wanna say, for the previous months that I made timelapse, I've been using shaders and it didn't look quite well in the timelapse. So this time, I'm not gonna do timelapse on shaders. I'm just gonna do it on the default Minecraft without any shader pack. So yeah. Now just so everyone knows what exactly I'm doing, I don't. I literally built the redstone without any preparations of what the redstone is gonna be. So anything I built here is just in my head hoping that everything will work nice and tidy and trying to make it as compact as possible. But yeah, for those who are wondering that why I'm using stone, I'm sorry about that. It is currently raining, but I don't mind because right now I think I somehow managed to finish working on the redstone. Now, I have no idea what I'm doing, so I'm not sure whether this redstone is even gonna work. But basically, whenever we start the game, it will trigger this thing over here, which is a dropper chance thingy, and based on the number of the items is in the dropper, we got wooden sword and a spruce log, aka we got a 50-50% chance for the dropper to trigger and send a signal string of 3, which will extend the piston down here, hence revealing the target block over here. Every initial reset of this, it will send a redstone signal through here, which will reset the target block over here, and then send another signal up here, which will trigger the dropper, hence triggering 1 in 3 of these target blocks. Now, I have no idea what I'm talking about, so I'm just gonna start the button over here and hope that everything that I do will make sense and work. And yeah, let's see. Okay, we got one that triggers. It kind of worked how I hope it would, but the problem is it's not really triggering the part down there. I wonder if it's something to do with the tick delay. Okay, so I believe I somehow make this work with just a little bit of adjustment. If we come back over here, I have added extension to this back area. So basically, every time that it triggers the start sequence, it will trigger this thing once every tick, hence resetting all of the pistons for a next sequence to come down. And in order to reset this by the time the game ends, we want to make sure that none of the target blocks are exposed right at the front over here. And in doing that, we are using comparator over here. Once the comparator here run out of signal, it will trigger the redstone torture, hence activate this and trigger this, which will extend the piston up, lock in the target block, unable to trigger anything whatsoever. So I think apart from that, I think I somehow managed to make this all fully functional. If we click this button here right now, it will start the sequence of the games, and as you can see, the game should be able to start in the moment. There you go. And as you can see, it's pretty random, and your goal is you need to hit your snowball on any of the target, and like I said, the goal is you need to get as many points as possible. And because it's so random, you're gonna need to rely on your accuracy and your precision and your quick reflexes. And I think this is a really fun game. What we need to do now though is we need to connect all of the target block here and connect into a counting system which counts how many times that you manage to hit the target blocks. And with the magic of editing, whoop, there you go. The counter system has been installed right over here. As you can see, we got 9 stacks of iron ingot. This is definitely more than enough to play this game over here, especially if it's only going to go for a minute or two. We're definitely not gonna be able to waste all of this in one go. And if the game is over, and once you got the counter, you can just drop back in the hopper and then the game can be reset and play again. The only downside right now is something that I realized that once the game is over, there is another 2 or 3 minute cooldown based on how the Edo clock is working. So once the game is over, there's gonna be a cooldown before you can actually play this game again. Not sure if I'm gonna keep it that way or I'm gonna change it, but for now, it's working, so I'm not gonna touch it. So if we click this, hold on, you know what? Why don't we just actually play this game for real? Now, to play this game, you obviously gonna need a lot of snowball if you wanna take a lot of targets over here. And your target over here, you also need to stand in this distance. I'm not sure how much distance this is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So it's the distance of 13 blocks, and I could go further, but I think this is quite optimal. And yeah, this is going to be a first time for me to play this, to play test this. I'm not sure how well I'm gonna do this, so we're gonna have to rely on the counters to see how much we are able to do this. So without further ado, let's see how much score we can get from doing this. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Okay, so we basically gonna need to just try to hit as many of the target block as possible. As you can see, it's quite quick, but it's not impossible to hit the target block. Maybe you can spam it as well. It is totally up to you, but yeah, it's pretty quick. You can really see just how difficult trying to score a point in this. But I'm just gonna keep doing this until the game is finished. Okay, I think that was 2 minutes if I'm not mistaken, maybe 1 minute and a half. But I think I did pretty bad for a first round. But we will let that decide in this barrel over here. I sincerely hope everything works out, but let's see whether it actually counts or not. We got 13. And we actually spent quite a lot of snowball of that. I don't know, what you guys think? Let me know down in the comment section below whether I should extend the duration of the target block exposed for a bit longer, or do you think this is much better, having to be quick and reactive? So yeah, again, let me know down in the comment section below whether you think this should be faster. But I think with that said though, we should finalize this by building a building over there. So yeah, another form of talents, I guess. Now on this build, I didn't try to design the houses any detail as what I have right now, mainly because I don't want to attract the main focal point of the attention, which is the game itself. However, I did make myself a logo over here, which you are seeing right over here, and honestly, I am really proud of how it looks. This is the game where we're gonna have a quick reflex on shooting our target. And here over here, we got a book. So like don't you to read what the book talk about. Welcome to QUICKSHOT. The goal of the game is simple. Before you begin, gather as many stacks of snowball as you need. This is a game of quick reactions and precisions. Once the game starts by hitting the button, hit as many targets as possible within 1 minute and 30 seconds. Each time you hit a target, it adds 1 point to the barrel. When the game ends, total score will be revealed. Write your score in this book and have fun. And that's the first time scoreboard. And when the first time I tested, it's 13. So we need to get our high score. We need to get it better than 13. So yeah, finger crossed everything should be working, and as you can see, the logo of this is a snowball with a frosty projectile. So I think it looks really good, isn't it? But yeah, have that said though, let's actually try to play this game for real and try to get as much point as possible. Oh, I'm a little bit nervous, but I think I can do this. So let's hope that finger crossed we're able to get higher than 13. So yeah, with that said, 3, 2, 1, and go, go, go. If we're lucky, we might able to get, remember to hit all of these targets, no problem at all. Now it's impossible to hit the target when more of them are triggered or revealed, but you just have to find the one that's closer to your indicator and just shoot it. And I think the game is now over. Do you guys think that I should actually add a note block so that every time when I hit the target, it triggers the sound? Maybe I should do that. Maybe that way I will know just how often I hit. I'll do that again after this. But let's see what kind of score did we get on our second try. Ooh, oh, look at that. We got 40 this time. Oh my god. That's way better than my first time scoreboard. Let's actually take the book and update it. WhiteWingCat 40, our high score. Wow, I actually didn't expect ourselves a minute to do this good. Anyway, yeah, let me set up the note block somewhere around here so that we can hit the note block every time we hit the target, yeah? Notebook has been added. Now I know this is a weird spot for me to add notebook, but this is just temporary. I'll probably move it somewhere else for now. This will surely help us to tell how often we manage to hit our target. And you know what I just realized? During the gameplay, I kind of ran out of the snowball on my hotbar, and I'm having to open my inventories and put all my snowball back into hotbar, which kind of takes a lot of time and it's kind of waste of time. So I'm gonna be smart about this and throw all my snowball over here. We're gonna fill all of inventory with rocket. Basically, by right, we shouldn't be able to get all this snowball over here. And the good thing is, once we run out of snowball, we should be able to constantly refill it back into our hotbar instead. So yeah, smart me. But yeah, have that said, before this thing despawn, we're gonna start the game again. And let's go, 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 go. Okay, times is up, the game has ended. I did kinda hear a lot of ding, not sure if I managed to get to the high score this time, but the only way to find out is to review the battle in 3, 2, 1, and voila! 33. Yes, we are missing 7 more, so and we get the high score. But it's not bad. It seems that I did improve from the first time I played this, so yeah, what do you guys think? I think this is a really fun game to play, and not to mention, this is a game industry. We are going to add more games here in the future, so eventually we're gonna have a lot of games to play here. But yeah, have that said, that is it for this video. What do you guys think? Do you guys have any feedback? Let me know down in the comment section below if you guys have any game suggestions that I should add in my game industry. But yeah, have that said, if you got anything, let me know down in the comment section once again. But if you got nothing and you're new here, consider leave a like and subscribe to this channel. But yeah, have that said, that is it for me for this episode, and I'll see you guys in another one. See ya! Have a nice day.